is it IGCSE II exterior angle theorem. So exterior angle, so this is the basic for a triangle. I'm going to deal with other types of situations and when I get down to the lower examples. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look at, now I know we've actually done these problems where we did the angle addition to try and figure out what are we going to have for my interior angles. So the sum of my interior angles. We found out before that the sum of a triangle needs to add up to 180. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 has to add up to 180. But now we know that angle 1 and angle 2, they're right here, they're on the same line. So these two together are going to be supplementary. So supplementary means that angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180. So angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180. Now, over here, I have angle 3 plus angle 4. Angle 3 plus angle 4, these two together, is going to equal to whatever my sum is for angle 2. So 3 and 4, these two right here, will add up to be whatever the same thing is for angle 2. Now, for this right here, I've actually drawn out, and I measured it. So I'll let you take a look at this. I actually went and measured this right here. So we have this, which came out to be 118 degrees. The other side of it is 62 degrees. So those two together are going to be supplementary. They add together to be 180. Right here, when I measure these, I come up with this side over here is 37 degrees. This side over here comes out to be 25 degrees. And I've actually measured these angles. So let's go through and take a look at what we come up with here. So if I do 25 plus 37 plus 118, I get 180. So that was all my interior angles. Now let's see if I just add these two here, which would be equivalent to 34 on what I have over here. So if I go with 25 plus 37, I get 62. I'll always get my exterior angle when I add these two together here. Okay, so now let's take a look at what we have for example 2. Now, on example 2 here, we have 72 over here, we have an unknown x right here, and this side right here is going to be 35. This one here is my exterior angle. Being the exterior angle, I know that this plus this has to equal my 135. So if I go with writing an equation for this, 72 plus x has to equal, so these two together equal 135. So I'm writing out an equation. So to solve this mathematically, what I do would subtract 72. So x is equal to, I have 135 minus 72. 135 minus 72, and I get 63. And for this case right here, that one's going to be 63 degrees. Now, on example 3 here, this one is a quadrilateral. So it has 4 sides. Okay, so now since it has 4 sides, it doesn't go to the same rule as what I had before for my exterior angle. But what it is going to do, it's going to help me out here. So exterior angle, we know that this one and this one here on a straight line must be supplementary. So these two are going to be supplementary. So I would start with, let me see, 180 minus 125, and that should give me, what's that, 55 degrees. There we go. So this is going to be 55 degrees for angle 3. So that's going to be there. Now, I have to try and figure out this 4 sides quadrilateral, so I have 4 angles in here. I have to figure out what their sum is supposed to be. So now we have to use the notes that we learned the other day, which is 180 times n minus 2 divided by n. So that's going to be 180. My n, if there's 4 sides, minus 2 over 4. So it's 180 times, that's going to be 2 over 4. So 180 times 2 divided by 4, and that would give me 90 for each. So each would be 90, but now how many sides do we have? And that's going to give me the total, the sum for all the angles together. So multiply that times 4 times 4. So the whole thing has to come up to be 360 degrees. So by doing the angle formula to try and figure out on a regular, I figured out that if this was a regular quadrilateral, I would have each angle would be 90 degrees, and their sum, their total, would be 360. But I needed to learn all this so I could actually figure out the total, the sum. The sum is not going to change if it's going to be a regular or irregular. This is going to be an irregular shape. It's not the same for every single side. So therefore, all I need is from here the 360. Now, over here I have 115 plus 80 plus the 55 I got over here. And that's going to give me, let's see, 115 plus 80 plus 55, 250. So that's going to be 250, and that's the total for that, that, and that. So now I'm going to take that away, so I'm going to go 360 minus the 250, and when I subtract that, that would leave me with only what I have left in here. So let's go 360 minus 250, enter, I get 110. So angle 4, 110 degrees. So that's how you actually find it for anything beyond a triangle. First thing we have to do is we have to find the sum of the angles, which I had to do this. I got the sum of the angles, and once I could figure out the sum, I know what they all have to add up to be. So all together have to add up to 360. Once I get some of them out of the way, I could use subtraction to find the rest.